Hi everybody, welcome to another week of Makers Monday. I am Anastasia Radloff, aka Stampin Blondie, and thank you for patiently waiting while I am just a little bit delayed this week. I had some yard maintenance irrigation issues this past week, and so they were at my house today for about 4.5 hours trying to fix some leaks and get everything up together. But thank you for waiting, as I was just a little bit late jumping on here today. Now let me follow along here via Facebook. Let me make sure that I am live. Following along with your comments. If you're watching, let me know that you're joining me this week. Let me know where you're watching from. Always fun to see where everybody is joining me from this week. Hi Cindy, hi Leanne, thank you for watching. Now today I'm going to show you 2 projects featuring brand new products that aren't even released yet. Coming tomorrow, these products will be available during what Stampin' Up! Calls Saleabration. It is our biggest promotion that we now host 2 times a year, and I'm really excited to show you these new products. Now, when I show you some of this, these Sale-A-Bration products are items that you can earn for free with a qualifying $50 order. So anything that you see that I show that is for Sale-A-Bration can be earned for free. You can't buy them outright. They have to be an additional add-on that you can earn for free with a qualifying order. Now, looks like we've got a good crowd here tonight. Thank you everybody. Like I said, just a little slight delay. We had some irrigation issues here at my house, but luckily it's all fixed and we are good to go for that. All right, so first off, I, as always, have my class announcements and upcoming events that I want to share with everybody. So let me go ahead and swap the camera. There we go. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is my brand new promotion that starts today. This is my August Sail Away promotion, and I will talk about everything on here if you guys can't see what it says. So for my August Sail Away promotion, I am striving to earn my very first incentive trip with Stampin' Up! Only 1% of demonstrators earn this incentive trip each year, and I am on the path to earn my very first incentive trip by September 30th. So I am looking forward to reaching this goal. I see Jerry, I'm cutting in and out. I hope everybody else, let me know if I'm cutting in and out for everybody else. Hopefully you guys can hear me. My phone is normally where it's at, so hopefully you guys can hear me with that. All right, so my Sail Away promotion, if I am cutting in and out, this is all recorded, so you can always come back and watch it. Even though it's live, you can come watch it and it should be good to go at that time. All right, this Sail Away promotion is a win-win for all. So all of these items are your choice and be added on to your order during the month of August. It's August now already. That's so crazy. So if you place a $30 order or above, you'll receive a package of free embellishments of your choice. This can be anything from ribbon to rhinestones to pearls to any kind of embellishment for your card. If you place a $50 order, you can choose your choice of free designer series paper, plus you receive a free Sale-A-Bration item. So one of the items that I'm showcasing today, you can receive for free in addition to another pack of designer series paper. If you place a $100 order, you'll receive a $25 shopping spree from me of any products, plus 2 Sale-A-Bration items from the catalog as well. And a $150 order or above, you get a $40 shopping spree and 3 free Sale-A-Bration items. So this is a fun promotion that I am doing only through the month of August. Now, I will need to place that order for you. So if you're wanting to place this order to take advantage of my August Sail Away promotion, this will need to be put through me. So contact me at stampinblondie@gmail.com. You can text me, you can send me a Facebook message, however you want to put in your order, and I will place this for you, and I will include your free items with your order. So all orders need to be placed by August 31st to participate in my Sale-A promotion, and the details on this will be posted in a link in the description of this video, so you can read all about it after I'm done with this. And I want to say thank you for everybody who has helped me try to earn my first incentive trip. I could not have done this without you, so I appreciate all of your orders and egging me on and really helping me get to my first incentive trip. All right. Next up, my summer online creative retreat featuring the Pansy Petals suite. The deadline to register is this coming Saturday. So August 28th, 10 a.m. Pacific time is when this will be held. This is an online creative retreat, so no matter where you live in the United States, you can craft along with me. If you're not able to join in on the 28th, everything is recorded so that you can join in on the fun and you'll have the videos to watch along later. August 28th is the event, but August 7th, this coming Saturday, is the final day to register. And I want to show you guys everything that you get in this retreat box. You get a full package of the Pansy Petals 12 by 12 designer series paper. So all of these designs you will receive. Now you can add on the stamp set and the coordinating dies if you'd like. Now the projects will be are focused around the stamp set, but if you want to add on the bundle, you can do that as well. There is no additional shipping or tax fees if you want to add on the bundle to your retreat kit. So it is at cost for the Pansy Patch bundle. You also receive a full package of the Baker's Twine Essential Pack in Crumb Cake, Very Vanilla, Gray Granite, Basic Black, and Basic White. And we're actually going to use 2 of these colors on our projects today. A full package of these super cute, look at these, little bumblebee trinkets. How cute are those? I love these things. Like I mentioned last week, I'm going to be making some earrings out of these, and very fun to create alternate ways to use our supplies. Now I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of 3 of the projects that we will be making. We'll be making a total of 10, so you'll make 10 different projects during this event. Cards, 3D projects, home decor, so it's not just all cards. This is the first thing we're going to be making. I'm not going to tell you what it is, I just want to show you what it is. So it is this really fun project featuring the ombre gift bags. So it's a surprise as to what it is, but it is a little 3D kind of card of project. So this is one of the cards that we'll be making. This is the second card, very cute. I'm loving these pansies. And the best part about this, the only thing that is stamped on this is our sentiment. Everything else is designer series paper. How fun is that? And then a last one here featuring those really cute bumblebee trinkets. Again, the only thing that is on here, it's stamped, is the sentiment. Everything else is designer series paper. All right, so if you're wanting to register for this, no matter where you live in the United States, you can join me for my Pansy Petals Summer Online Creative Retreat. Deadline to register Saturday. So I cannot accept any late registrations for this, unfortunately, because I'll have to order all the stuff and there's a lot of cutting for this one. So I'll make sure that everything is out on time. If you are not here in Tucson, you can have your box shipped. If you're in Tucson, you can pick it up from me as well. All right, next, my August class, my Sharing Sunshine class. Let me find the stamp set for that. This is, I announced it yesterday, Sharing Sunshine using the, this is the August class kit. These projects are super adorable, bright and sunny, and I want to show you guys a quick sneak peek of one that I've created. So this is a co-partnered class with Sweet Paper Studios from Canada. So no matter where you live in North America, you can craft with myself here in the United States or with Lisa Hardy from Sweet Paper Studios in Canada. So here's gonna be my quick project because I'm not gonna show you it super long. I just want to give you a little teaser. There it is, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. That's all you get. All the details on how to register for the Sharing Sunshine class will be in the link in the description of this video. You can add on this stamp set if you'd like. This was a sleeper set. You wouldn't have noticed this one in the annual catalog. As soon as I saw it though, this was bright and cheery and it got right to the point for me. All right, if you are new here, each week I do something called Prize Patrol. And all you have to do is share this video and comment that you shared to be entered, and it's that easy. So if you are in the United States, you can enter into my Prize Patrol. Last week, I featured products from the new Whimsy and Wonder Suite, and we had the snowflakes, the iridescent snowflakes. Look how cool that is. I'm loving these iridescent snowflakes. And a roll of the Frayed Grosgrain ribbon in, what color is this? Blushing Bride. So this was our Prize Patrol from last week. Our winner is Rena Porter. So congratulations to Rena. She is our Prize Patrol winner from last week. Now this week's Prize Patrol is something totally unrelated to our projects today. We are featuring the Genial Gems. These are really fun, not iridescent, but glittery gems from the annual catalog, as well as a roll of soft, succulent, open weave ribbon. So this is our Prize Patrol for this week. All you have to do is share the video, comment that you shared. Sometimes Facebook doesn't let me know when you've shared because of your security settings, and that's it. If you're in the United States, you are entered to win as long as you let me know that you shared. So congratulations to our winner from last week's Prize Patrol. All right, and the last thing, each week I provide to you a free PDF tutorial with all the details on the 2 projects that we're going to create today. This has the item name, item description, price, and the dimensions to all of the projects for today. So this can be found on my website, stampinblondie.com. It's the first post that's on there for today. And on here, you will notice that there are some highlighted items. Now, these are the free Sale-A-Bration items starting tomorrow that you can earn with a $50 order. And where did my paper go for that? I created this really fun little graphic thing. Here it is. So the paper that I'm creating with today is called the Beautifully Penned Designer Series paper. Now this coordinates with our hand-penned petals stamp set from the annual catalog. Now this stamp set and die set together is $46.75. Now if you add on a package of cardstock or rhinestones, ink pad, or anything else to get you over that $50 mark, you can receive the Beautifully Penned 12x12 Designer Series paper absolutely free. So this is what I'm going to create with today. This is a black and white package of paper, Designer Series paper, and I really like this because black and white goes with everything. I mean, I'm wearing a black and white shirt today. I did not color coordinate that on purpose, by the way. I saw that Leanne asked that. No, I did not color coordinate my shirt, but how fun is that? So the Beautifully Penned 12x12 Designer Series paper you can earn for free during Saleabration, starting tomorrow. I like this because you can do a variety of different things to make it pop with color. So our theme today for Makers Monday is black and white and pop of color. So these are the 2 projects that we will be creating today. I really like the simplicity of just the black and white project. This is actually a congratulations card. This can be both masculine and feminine with just black and white. And then this thank you card with that pop of Granny Apple Green and polished pink really makes that flower stand out from your project, but it also highlights the simplicity of our Designer Series paper behind that. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into our projects here. And like I said, I'm featuring the hand-penned petals stamp set and the penned flowers dies. These together, $46.75. You can add on a black ink pad, a package of white designer or white paper, black cardstock, a package of Stampin' Blends, and you can reach that magical $50 number to receive this package of paper for free. And this starts tomorrow. So don't place an order just yet today. Wait until tomorrow and then you can get this item for free. All right, our first project today, we're gonna create this fun one with the pop of color here. I have a piece of basic black cardstock. This is cut to 4 1/4 by 11. Just a reminder, all the dimensions for the projects today are found on that free PDF on my website, stampinblondie.com. So you don't have to write any of that down. You can pair this video with the PDF and then you can create these projects on your own time. And I know there's a couple of you out there creating along with me, so make sure to post your pictures of your projects because I'd love to see those as well. This is a piece of basic white cardstock. This is cut to 3 3/4 by 5 1/8. And we are just going to use our Stampin' Seal adhesive on the back of this. And we're gonna place this right onto our card base. I have another piece. This is the designer series paper, that beautifully penned designer series paper. Now this one is cut to 3 5/8 by 5 inches. This is shorter than my normal mat size. Now I'm not gonna put this down right on top of my card just yet because I have 2 pieces of designer series paper that I'm gonna put at this angle here. I'm going to use my Tombow liquid glue for this. And I have 2 pieces. One is a 1/2 inch by 4 3/4 and the other is a 1/4 inch by 4 3/4. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of lay them onto my card here first before I glue anything down. And you can notice that my designer series paper strips are longer than my card designer series paper piece. That's so that I can trim those up with my scissors and they'll be flush with the designer series paper, but I like to have just a little bit longer so I'm not running off the edge and having some little mini pieces of missing designer series paper. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of that liquid glue. I'm not going to place it all the way to the edge because I am gonna cut some of it off. So just in the middle, and of course I got glue all over my fingers. You know, it's not crafting if you don't get glue everywhere. I mean, that's how it just goes. And then we've got our first strip down there. I don't want a lot of glue because you don't want it to ooze out the sides of your designer series paper either. That second piece, we're just gonna butt right up to that first one. And because I didn't add glue all the way to the edge, I can cut these little tails off without getting sticky glue all over my scissors. And I'm just gonna take our scissors and just cut flush right to the edge for our designer series paper. Now we're going to adhere that down to our card base. Stampin' Seal adhesive is perfect. Just 2 strips of that is perfectly strong enough to place right onto our card base here. You don't have a paper, but I have another one that's black and white, and any black and white paper will work with this, but this hand penned for Saleabration, it's a perfect match for this hand penned petal stamp set. All right, we also have a piece of just basic white cardstock. I have this cut to 2 1/4, and I'm just gonna trim it down. This is a scrap piece that I have. We're gonna use the hand pen petal stamp set and this thanks sentiment here. And I'm gonna use Tuxedo Black Memento ink for this. Get my clear block, ink our stamp up, and we're just gonna stamp it right in the middle of our scrap piece of paper, and I'm gonna trim the edges at an angle. This is a great way to use up all those scraps of basic white that we just find from our other projects. And when you cut, you want to make sure your angles are going the same way. And we're gonna glue that down. I'm just gonna use a little bit of liquid glue here because it's a little easier than Tape Runner. In the lower left-hand corner, right there. All right, our flower now. I have my workspace covered because I'm gonna be working with Stampin' Blends. If you've never worked with Stampin' Blends before, these are alcohol-based ink markers. And you wanna make sure your workspace is covered when you're working with them because they're meant to be blended together. They come in a combo pack with a light and a dark marker. And you want, when you use them, like I said, they're meant to be blended. So you want to make sure that your workspace is covered because it can bleed through the back of your paper. Now I had a spare piece of basic white. Here we go. Basic white cardstock. Again, just a scrap here. We're going to use our Memento ink. Now when you use, I get asked all the time, how do I know which ink to use with my Stampin' Blends and which ink do I use with my, say, watercolor markers or watercolor pencils or Stampin' Write pens? So I like to call what you use stinky versus non-stinky. If you've ever worked with StazOn ink, it is very stinky. It has a very distinct smell to StazOn ink. Now that you use with your watercolor pencils because watercolor pencils are not stinky. So stinky ink with non-stinky medium, coloring medium. Stampin' Blends, because they are alcohol-based markers, they do have a specific scent to them. Now I'm not suggesting going and sniffing all of your color mediums, but when you use them, you'll notice they have a distinctive smell to them. Memento ink, no smell. So Stinky Blends, non-stinky ink. Very simple way to remember how to use your Stampin' Blends and which ink to use them with. Stinky versus non-stinky. Okay, I'm gonna take my dark Granny Apple Green blend and I'm just gonna highlight some of the leaves here. Quick, and then this little section here. Now I'm not gonna fully color in the whole thing. I want it to be kind of like a watercolory look to it with Stampin' Blends. So I'm just gonna color in, and I'm not gonna color all the way to the edges to make it like a perfect color like I normally would with Stampin' Blends. We're gonna take our dark, oops, wrong side, our dark polished pink, and we're just gonna color in again some quick highlights here, and you can see how quick and easy it is. I'm just squiggling little squiggles of Stampin' Blends here and there. That's it. Come in with our light polished pink. I'm gonna use the brush end this time and blend out those dark lines. You can see I'm not coloring in the whole thing, just enough to blend out the lines and give the flower its pink color. And that's it. That's it for Stampin' Blends. See how easy that was to color and fill in those sections? Now we're gonna come in with the coordinating penned flowers dies. These are from the annual catalog. And I'm going to use this die and a piece of washi tape to hold that down as I run it through my mini, I'm gonna use the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. The washi tape will hold your die in place. Just trim this up a little bit. It'll hold your die in place when you run it through the machine. It's not going to move that, so that when it goes through, we're using the mini one. You can see how tiny and cute it is. And our plates, our die, and our top plate, and run it through. Crunching and cracking noises are normal. It's just cutting the paper, so don't worry about it making strange noises because it's okay. And we've got, because we had that washi tape there, it holds our die into place. Now with washi tape, it is like a paper tape, so you just want to be careful when you peel that off because it can rip your paper. And you may need to like poke a little piece out there. And there is our die cut here. Super simple. I love watching how easy you make it look to color. Well, thank you. You just go for it. Just let it go, let all the color out, and you can always add more with Stampin' Blends. It's a layering tool, color medium, but they really make me feel like an artist. I don't think that I can color very well, but with Stampin' Blends, it's very easy to just blend it all together. All right, Stampin' Dimensionals, you can't have enough on your project. So we've got Stampin' Dimensionals here. I'm gonna place that right in the middle. I mentioned the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. This is what you get in my Pansy Petals Summer Creative Retreat. So if you sign up for that, you get a whole package of these. But I'm gonna take 2 pieces, about 7 inches long, and we're gonna cut a double bow in this here. Let me make sure I got it. I still got sticky fingers from that glue when I put down my designer series paper, so it's making my ribbon stick. Okay, 2 bunny ears as far apart from each other as you can, and wrap that through here. See, even the bow queen has issues tying bows sometimes. I like to do the about the 7-8 inches long, because then you can kind of manipulate the twine and make it work for you. And it's not wanting to go through here. Come on. You gotta talk to it sometimes. Finesse the twine and make it work for you. All right, with this, you can take all 4 of the twine pieces, the trims, and just trim that up. Now you can use glue dots. I just like to use liquid glue to hold this down. I feel like the bond is better that way. And we're gonna put that right in the middle. I got glue on that finger. We're gonna put that there. The clear block holds it all down, so it will stay in place and let those fibers bond to each other. Now the 2 final touches on this project, some Rhinestone Basic Jewels. Just got a brand new package of these. Can't go wrong with basic jewels. The best part is you can use your Stampin' Blends to color these as well. So any color you want to match your project, Stampin' Blends can come to the rescue here. 2 rhinestones in the upper left, 1 in the lower right, and final touch, Wink of Stella glitter brush. I love Wink of Stella. It is fun to add a little bit of glue, glitter, and shine to your projects. If you've never worked with Wink of Stella, it is, like I mentioned, a glitter brush. It contains all your glitter into one area, so it won't have loose glitter in your craft room. So just a little bit of shimmer and shine, and you can paint that on. And that is our first project, featuring the beautiful penned designer series paper that you can earn for Sale-A-Bration starting tomorrow. Black and white with a pop of color is always fun, and this could be, you change out the colors and you can make it a variety of different looks just with changing out the Stampin' Blends colors. So I hope you guys like this project. Let me know in the comments. It's really fun with that shine of Wink of Stella. I don't think you guys can see that on there, but Wink of Stella gives it just a little bit of shine on the flower and the leaves. Really fun. I like that one. Okay, moving on to our second project here. This one is the perfect gender neutral project. This can be used for males or females, a congratulations card. And I'm actually gonna give this card to my husband so that he can pass this along to his airmen at work. I always make congratulations cards and new baby cards for his squadron, and they really like the handmade projects that I create for them to show his thanks and congratulations during his time as their commander. All right, so this project here, we have a piece of basic white cardstock, and this one's cut to 5.5 by 8.5. So we have our normal regular size card. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half, scored at 4 1/4. and a piece of that beautifully penned designer series paper. This is 3 3/4 by 5 1/8. And I really couldn't decide which side I wanted to use. I actually created a project where I had colored these flowers using Stampin' Blends, and then I scrapped it. I wanted to do something totally different, so I didn't even go with that. But that's an option that you can do. You can color these with Stampin' Blends, watercolor pencils, Stampin' Write markers, and it really takes a completely different look when you add that color to the black and white. All right, here. So we have our piece of basic black cardstock. Now this is cut to 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. And I'm not gonna place that right on my card just yet. I'm gonna put that off to the side. But we're gonna use this piece of scratch basic white cardstock, and we're gonna use this really fun, intricate die here. Now you don't have to use washi tape or anything to hold this one down because we're not going to be die cutting stamped images. So I'm just gonna take my die, my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and my plates, and put that here. Let me make sure that paper goes through, yep. And we're gonna run this through and die cut that piece. Now this one's intricate, so it takes a little more oomph to get it through the die cut machine, but it creates a really thin and delicate cutout once you get that cut through. Oh, throwing my plates around. Okay, here we go. And look at that fun, beautiful die. Now there's a couple of ways that you can adhere this. First, I'm gonna poke out all these little pieces. You can run this through with wax paper actually, and it'll kind of pre-cut all these little pieces out. You won't have to punch them out as much. They won't stick. But I'm gonna just poke them out with my Take Your Pick tool. Very simple to do here. And it has all these little pieces, so you'll wanna poke them all out. I love coloring black and white paper. Yes, Cindy, me too. It's so fun, and it really just looks totally different when you add that color to it. So I like this paper because it's so versatile, and I actually chose this paper to coordinate. We have a new penguin set coming. I just thought it was just a little too early for some Christmas, even though I did Christmas in July last week. It was just a little too early for some penguin projects when it's like 105 degrees outside in Tucson right now. But I got this paper to coordinate with some fun penguins that we have coming out in the catalog too. So I can't wait to pair the penguins with this paper. And there's some other Saleabration penguin paper actually as well too. Okay, we are gonna take our piece of basic white cardstock and that white baker's twine that's in that essentials pack. We're just gonna take 2 pieces that are the length of our basic black. And I'm gonna bring in my trusty friend Goldie here. And I'm gonna lay those pieces of twine across the black, and we're just gonna secure that along the back with Scotch tape. Scotch tape is great for the craft room because you don't have to wait for anything to dry. And if I can get my twine lined up here, there we go. So we're just gonna wrap that around the front and secure those down with some Scotch tape. Go on one side and the other. And you can kind of shimmy, like mine's a little crooked, you can shimmy that back and forth to make sure that's all lined up there. This little faux bow here, it looks like it's one long piece that I tied to the front there. But again, just like the last project, about 7 inches of twine. And we're gonna do the double bow again here. Penguins are fun anytime. These penguins, man, I cannot wait to show you guys and create with them. So starting tomorrow, I can actually show the inside of the catalog. I have the products here, but I haven't done a sneak peek yet, but tomorrow I can show you guys the inside of the catalog and all the fun goodies in it. If you're on my mailing list, you should have already gotten your catalog. It is so cute. I cannot wait to craft for Christmas and Halloween and fall and everything in between. All right, we've got our small bow here, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of liquid glue to hold that down. There. See, it looks like it's one long piece, but actually it is two pieces connected to each other. Okay, this little guy, this is very thin, and as you can see on the back here, there aren't too many pieces that you could really use to glue this down. Now, if you wanted to glue it completely flat to your project, you could just take little pieces of the fine tip glue pen and just do little dots, but of course I had to make it difficult, and we're gonna use mini Stampin Dimensionals on the back of these, and we are gonna make them even smaller than mini. So we're gonna take our mini and just trim it up into these super tiny little pieces, and we're just gonna stick those to the back of our die cut. So basically ultra mini Stampin Dimensionals, and these have, you can see there, get a little background, I'm putting them where there is a bigger negative space, some white, so that they will just fill right in there. We're not gonna fill the whole thing in with dimensionals. I mean, you could add a lot more, but I'm just doing one mini dimensional, and I'm cutting that up to be super thin. Now, because I cut it so tiny, you can use your take your pick tool to peel off those backings and make sure that the dimensional stays in place. So we have one dimensional cut 3 pieces. There's a little mini sliver there, a mini sliver there, and the rest of it is right there. That's all you need to hold this thing down. And we're going to make sure all the little pieces are out of the way and just place that right onto our card. There's that. Now this piece, we're gonna flip over and put big dimensionals on. You don't need to have the little mini ones for that. If you don't have mini dimensionals, you can cut these big ones up as well. These big ones will work too. But the mini ones, because they're super tiny, we needed like micro mini ones. You can make multiple cards of the die and stack them for dimension 2. Yes, you could. And Stampin' Up! Actually has an adhesive for the back of these intricate dies too. So if you just didn't want to deal with those little mini dimensionals, you can just use the adhesive sheets and then die cut it at the same time and just peel off the backing and stick it right onto your card. All right, the last piece here, we have our congratulations sentiment, and I'm just gonna use the opposite side here of my scratch paper, black and white. Perfect for a congratulations card. This could be a wedding card. I mean, if you don't know the bride and groom's colors for their wedding, this would be a great wedding card. Tuxedo black memento ink, a little ink up of that congratulations, and I'm gonna stamp it right here in the lower left hand corner. Bring in my little mini trimmer to trim this up. Hope I don't cut my fingers off. And there's our little trim off. And then for this, I did flag the ends. So I'm just gonna trim off a little bit of the edge here. And to do that flag shape, it's really simple. You do a simple small cut up the middle, and then corner to corner here will give you even angles on your flags. If you were to just try to go and cut from one angle in and the other angle in, you're gonna have uneven angles. So that little snip up the middle will give you the perfect even flag side there. And we're going to, I'm only gonna use 2 mini dimensionals on the back of this. Because it hangs over our die cut here, we're gonna put 2 mini dimensionals here and just a little thin layer of glue on the back there, on this side. So it's going to put 2 mini dimensionals there, and then a really thin layer of glue. You don't want too much or it's gonna ooze out underneath that die cut. And just enough to make it stick to the flower. So place that right there. And then give that a good tap to make sure the glue is on there. And then the final bit, 3 of these little rhinestones. These rhinestones come in 3 sizes. So you have large, medium, and these little small ones. We're gonna use 3 of the small ones right in the lower right side of the black. And we're just gonna line them up. Take your pick tool is great to line these little rhinestones up and pick them up. But I've got glue on my fingers, so I could pick up all these rhinestones without my take your pick tool. No take your pick tool needed when you have liquid glue stuck to your finger. All right, so there is our second project featuring the beautifully penned designer series paper that you can earn for free during Saleabration starting tomorrow. I love this paper. I love how versatile it is. And when you pair it with a pop of color from Granny Apple Green and Polished Pink Stampin' Blends, it really makes those colors stand out even more. So let me know what you guys think about the projects. Oh, I think my husband is home. Dogs are going crazy. Let me know which one is your favorite. I've got to say, pink is my favorite color, so this one with the pop of color is definitely my favorite for today. But this black and white congratulations card is perfect for my husband to hand out to his airmen, and I can't wait for him to give that out to them tomorrow. I'm gonna hand that to him as soon as he comes home for him to fill out. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining me for another week of Makers Monday and sticking with me even though I was a little delayed because of some irrigation maintenance here at my house. I hope to see you guys all next week for another round of Makers Monday. And just remember, the kickoff to Sale-A-Bration is tomorrow. So make sure to check out those catalogs that I sent you. If you don't have one and you're not working with the current demonstrator, there'll be a link in the description of this video for you to reserve your free catalog. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye.